Comrade Bengali. I want to say there's a line. Keep on talking, Comrade Bengali.
Yeah, this is Burgess Park, 25 Bank Holiday Monday 2025. This is Burgess Park, Black in the Park. We're now live, and the ceremony has started now. The Lioness of the North is the one talking right now, and I will take you guys there as we go along. Thank you all for coming, and God bless us all, and we pray a successful event in this park today.
Yeah, thank you, Comrade Bengali. I'm gonna hand over the
Chief.
Oh wait, sir. I'm gonna hand over the laptop. I've got the
I believe I want to cover it. Hey.
So the trouble is because we haven't got a phone. Yeah, you have to hold it this way. You got the phone. There you go. It's all yours.
Yeah, guys, I'm taking you guys over now, and the program is off. And yeah, this is Dolly going on. And that's Zainab Kamara, and Mr. and Mrs. Zainab Kamara.
Which crime did they commit? They committed no crime because they choose to belong.
That's Dolly, the Lioness of the North.
That's the only crime. Something committed no crime because he chose to stop and speak up for what he believed in the NPC. He was believing the SFP. He was doing the same thing as he was doing. No one killed him. But today, something is dead. We cannot, no one can, even the mother cannot tell where something was buried.
Yeah, that's the line. Everyone.
We know the little boy who was just sitting,
sending a message.
We know Khadija, the little girl. And all you politicians, you forgot all this. You don't even remember these things. All you remember now, go campaign. Yes, 2028. What about these people? What about these people who don't bury something? They don't know why they buried it. Who said they laid down? Politics not a pass. Let us stand up for what we believe. Let us not kind of black in the park. And what would the guests at the back? Inside we had to begin talk about 2028. And 2028 is not going to happen. Even though you guys don't believe, it's not going to happen. But when you're in the top, they're ready for kill back. When you're they are ready. Because since that the NPC is not ready to stand up for the people, they're ready. They are prepared. They are when we guys think you are prepared, I'm not prepared. Because they got nowhere to go. They got nothing to do now. All they get for we say we don't pay, yeah, we will do anything for let we see. That's what they are doing. So if we get sense, we want to come. What we want Sierra Leone. When we all get come on, nobody no gets alone, but all now one. And we all for stand up for that right. We all for speak up. We all for come together. Yes. Unity is strength. We can't be divided and say, let me forget. Let follow party structure. There is nothing like party structure. They don't kill Motama Eledo. We not do nothing. Like party structure. The only hope for the people of Sierra Leone is the opposition, which is one of the biggest political parties to stand up. Speak for them. How some of them they go to bed and sleep and wake up. How will they go to bed? Just like the young politicians who they start for inside politics. If you not fix, will not make this. Don't feel say we will ever succeed. We're not going to succeed. We're not going to ever succeed. Now this, now it gets for now get a better Sierra Leone now. We'll not stand up now and do the right thing. We'll say we will take away cover. We not 12 years rebel war. Nobody take responsibility. Nothing, absolutely. Nobody paid for it. We know what's happening in Rwanda. We not feel say if King one, that will left everything, that we carry on. He wouldn't have able to be in Rwanda for 32 years. But sometimes, even as we cause the politicians say, this rude. I'm not rude. But you know what? Something pull the demon in me. And that demon, come on. That demon is not commodity.
They still siding.
I'm not sure the demon is. Until we get back Sierra Leone, we get her. Then we pull them out. Yeah, we saw this so today. We enjoy democracy. In the history of the UK, they say people sacrifice. When you go to Trafalgar Square, you see all those monuments. They are not just the democracy of England. People gave their life. People see. But we come with enjoy that democracy. But when we go in a salon, we make like for say, now waiting. We allow. We use them. We not change. So man come on in village, you cannot England, not change. The same village mentality counts and we don't change. We come for change. We come here for change. That's why we came here. If that be enjoyment to go, they go with the free places so they go and enjoy. But we can't have for now. We shape ourselves and change. We see for change. They will do things. We get for change. Don't judge me by the way somebody made me to be this way, and I'm gonna be more until we change the attitude. The lioness. So let we all join hands together. Let we all stand together. It is unique. What we sit down here so. We sit down we not get related with that love. We're able to give it a better Sierra Leone. Not only that love, we're able to make with unity. You feel say they let themselves. But no, but then take the country. When you take protect the country, Salonka number one. Forget what your political party. Forget what comes Sierra Leone. When you think of Sierra Leone, somebody in the left lioness. Because me, I love Sierra. I pledge love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. No total. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the lioness of the north, so just delivered a speech. Nice word, T-board, the microphone. That's T-board.
Anyway, the lioness make so many statements that were very important. One of which we say, if you travel to the west, it's because we are here to learn. And what we have over the past decades in Sierra Leone, all the representation we don't have to represent for the diaspora are will learn. Some of them don't have plan, some of them don't change the attitude of things that we don't know how they will implement as alone. And I always say this. People don't like it, but again, it's a statement, it's my opinion. The diaspora don't create a lot of damage in Sierra Leone more than the one we have to do this. And if we don't have this, we are fooling ourselves. Because all the past governments within 20 years is full of the diaspora. And they don't for the king only accountable when they go take offices. Some of them are party, our sister, our auntie, our friends there. We just tell them hard facts. Whether they like it or not, that is exactly what they need to know. Because if we can't change and we go implement, go to the land, we will reduce a lot of the stuff they will do as alone, we still there. So let's move on. Thank you very much for the speaker of the long camp, and we will still communication so that we'll be able to listen to what people in the city. And today we're not here to have barbecue or to eat or to drink. The main purpose of holding our for today, and for me to say, we honor the one that we don't lost their life in a salon unlawfully, so that patient day, they will don't get, for me, we respect and value it, and everybody else is on there, because if not, you guys will not be here today if you don't have it, but the people already with all of their lives. So thank you very much for coming, and we appreciate it so much.
Yeah,
I'm now going to call the next speaker. We have somebody who also, I would say, is a
T-Boy,
seasoned journalist, and
MC,
you don't
one of the
serve
MCs.
various capacities.
Of course,
You don't
with two
manage
MCs.
newspapers, online,
T-Boy is one of them, and
in Sierra Leone, and I'm
school
somebody who
MC
has been
for
broadcasting
the
field
event.
for decades as well, and it's none other than Bralo, but me not a bit of one side, I saw one side, but he is definitely my brother-in-law. So I will call none other than, I heard he was called Doctor just now, but I'm not too sure whether it's a professor or doctor or just none other than Ojukutu Macaulay.
And yeah, the next speaker will be Ojukutu Macaulay, and on the stage now, as you can see, guys. Yeah, and that is the crowd audience in the park. So that's Gary and
My statement no go long
and
at all.
then this is
I mean, I look so
Banabo.
beautiful from this side. I don't know.
Banabo.
Nice, I like that. Mr. Kama. Good afternoon again. I
Queen
want to
Alicia
come from
was
what Tamba they talk about the
chairman for the
diaspora.
UK and I.
The diaspora way,
Simeon,
then they go salon,
and
and they
Ojukutu
turn out
is
to
talking,
be
and
failure. One of the primary reasons is that 90% of them, if not more, when they left, when they did they not get any responsibility. Most of them not be manage any big business. Most of them not be run any offices. And no disrespect, majority are from time being, apart from the lottery Pashekike, go after that, majority of them, no disrespect, we need Tesco, we need this, we need that. So by the time you left here, a battle now, for going on free time, for go take a job, there is no memory for say I'm in the manage XYZ, for say you go able manager. That is why we continue to have a problem when it comes to diaspora and going to take jobs in Sierra Leone. It's as simple as that. It is not if you go Ghana, you go Nigeria, majority of the Nigerians and Ghanaians here in London or in America hardly the first for go get political job in Ghana or Nigeria. Don't take my word for it. Majority of Nigerians and Ghanaians make their money, they want to go and do business in Ghana and Nigeria. They're not going to go first for political position in Ghana or Nigeria. In fact, because the Nigerians and the Ghanaians were there, then they look in the air and say, who won you? Who say you come on? Because when you reach there, when you see the kind caliber of Nigerians and Ghanaians where they're in office, you know the gap say they want to go be senator or want to go be MP. But when you see the kind of people that are MP now, like Sierra Leone, and the one that were Mother Bureau and even an Escovoma don't give job in the past, that is why a lot of people within the diaspora, no disrespect, the left Tesco and say want to go be minister. You know, that's just as simple as that. You know. So no, it's not saying that diaspora they go to well. Now the caliber of diaspora where they go take job. Naturally. Thank you very much. And we are here remembering the death is actually identifying with the death. And we all they are glad. This is my first time coming here. In fact, when the great man himself workers would invite me about 2 or 3 months ago, I've been planned for the out of the country, but then I decided to say I'll be here. So I informed him back, Issy, come. This is my first time here. I'm very pleased I'm here. And I let all routine and talking them tea, Lioness and etc. We all get for continue for cooperate and work together. But again, the people that talk on politics, it come back to the opposition, the APC. They like today, if the entire opposition they don't come together, you have one candidate, people will not be even talking about Dr. Samuel tomorrow. But when you have the same group of people who contest 2018, majority of them back they come for contest and contested 2023, and then the same people in back they come out back for contest 2020 or 2028. And then a lot of you people, many of you as well, they behind them back, they fight and argue back for them. That is why we are where we are today. That is why Mother Biodi even thinks, say yes, they can take the election back 2028. And they are going to do that if we continue on this pathway of 2028. So for me, unless and until we wake up, as the two previous speakers were talking, Ramti and Lioness, wake up to the fact that the opposition at this time, the entire opposition, not just APC, the entire opposition of Sierra Leone, by now, should have one candidate. Whether it's Samura, whether whoever, you should have one candidate now. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was Macaulay. We just finished. We're going to pass the mic to that's what is now.
Okay, now the next speaker doesn't need much of an introduction. I've listened to him for a while, and just
that's
the great silence of the
Modu Stevens, one of the MCs alongside.
So now I'm honored to welcome on the stage Mr. Reggie Cole. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Reggie Cole. Thank you.
Reggie is here. This is Reggie Cole. Yeah. So that's Reggie Cole. Reggie Cole.
Afternoon, everybody. You all fired up? Excited? Listen, it don't come to realization that we therefore take a stand that this country if we're serious about Sierra Leone. And the stand is based on one word, it's principle. Principle. So let me explain to you two scenarios where I really think about. On the 21st of December, 1979, Usalon sent me in a pocket, 75 cents in the buy, $1 American. 2 leon in the buy, £1. On the 21st of December, 1979, Sierra Leoneans then sat in a room. There's no inside that room there. What they say a plot to go kill the man, we hold that currency there. They sat down and supported it. And they killed some Bangura. Today, almost at the dollar to the leon. 25,000? 28,000? Somewhere around that. Yeah. These things have consequences. What did I mean? My second point to address this, me daddy like the best agriculturist was Monco, where Salono ever produced 5 international awards. They also sit on a room where Shaka Stevens decided to say, go lock me for $300,000, when are the equivalent of 5 million today. And he finished that man. So we always don't sit down. Sierra Leoneans always don't sit down inside the decisions are being made to damage your country. And the point at the time for me, for all of you that support 2028, I'm sorry to tell you, you're in the wrong. You're 100% in the wrong. Because something happened on the 24th of June, 2023, there was an election. And that election had a result. Until we see that result, we cannot move on. I don't care if you're Ibon Akisora, Dr. Conte, Kelfala Mara. Until we see that result, anybody that's supporting 2028 is not standing on principle. And we don't see Usarani Longbin we can. Okay? Because if 2028 can the same thing happen, what's we going to do? Nothing. Nothing. All man done and dusted. All man. All man they blame this man, say he weak, he do this, he do this. Do you know what it's like to be ignored by the rest of your team? To be undermined by the people who should be behind you? I know what it's like. You understand? So there's no way. And I want to talk one more thing, then I'll get off this stage. You know, a lot of times we think, say, the enemy within, there's an enemy without. Then they, now number 10 down the street. Me or the field for talking. Then they na 16 on the Pennsylvania Avenue. And I talked to somebody on my way here. Arata, no leg clean kitchen. The one sees Salon in a state of confusion, so they're busy signing agreements, 100-year leases for our minerals. But now tell me, Bo, how can GL Holdings in December 2021 pay $10 million for mine, and the activity alone in 2022 did a $6.7 billion of debt from Sierra Leone? How can Koidu Holdings pay $200,000 a year for mine any diamond where they want mine? What is going on? But anyway, finally, on this issue, they talk about the diaspora that we don't go before. You know, I don't mean mixed pan politics as alone until 2018. When he came down to Samoa and Maradi. I mean, I did Samoa in this at the time. What call her a shock? I said, "Can we fly tonight?" He said, "Tickets." I said, "We go private jet." No one know to do. We go salon, and the point where I make now Northern Province was, me not sabi mother. I don't hate mother. Like I don't hate nobody. I don't sabi am, but Samoa don't work for 40 years. Mother, she don't around the corner and answer 22 years, unemployed, council flat living. It's not a rocket science. It is not about the experience. So the same thing transfer to the diaspora and say. The one that will open Tesco's as my colleague just say. The one that will open McDonald's, they don't have the experience. Not because of the same village and the same tribe. They don't have the experience to lead an organization. So they waste my time. So the very thing we would pray for, now with my own bare hands, we take for destroyer. Because it's an impossible equation. Well, I hope so we will think going forward. Because right now, we don't say the West the tight right now. And I know that also. Okay, the West the tight right now. Racism is at its highest level that it's ever been. Okay, they don't pick in and not get their own host for what living. So it's becoming more difficult. The only way we will do it is for we for take everything God give we. We don't need permission. The corner all wake up this morning. Nobody not call Kiasam and say, "Oh dear, I go breathe this morning." Why do we need them to decide what thing God give we when we own? It is ours. Salon is paradise. When Iron Lady give me this task for coming time blogging and whatever, it don't make a lot enlighten myself about Salon. The money we will get is not small if we have sober leadership and a sober bunch of politicians. With that, I hand over.
Thank you. That was Reggie Cole just finished.
Thank you very much, Reggie Cole, for that peaceful message. And I will say, Salon, we all use just like we say. The Salon we used to know 50 years ago is not the same Salon we know now. The Salon we used to follow 50 years ago. I didn't see 50 years ago, but you know the Salon 50 anyway, but that's okay. The Salon we know 50 years ago, not the same Salon. 50 years ago, we know the even. No one knows now this. So when you visit a second long and next for you. If you say go American, I will want for Polish to picking the way to born them second day. Now Europe could send them for that Polish. Go on for do bad. No, you don't do bad as alone. Yeah, that's people don't tire with you.
None of the
you can't go on to make you go land lesson. And the lesson way you alone of the land. Not to lesson way you self develop because they take you happiness and they take you peace and they take you luxury. But no, we know what's now only mean until some of we can London. Now we realize say the luxury, the peace, the happiness so we can as alone is so valuable to the scenario. And that peace and happiness and value they you know forever get in London. So I agree with you always say Salon we now we own, what's in the gone, and now we own, and nobody will take them away from you. But if you get the wrong pickaxe, the wrong shovel, and the wrong hoe, you will always plant the wrong fruits or the wrong plants where you go for develop to make you for look after your family. So we move on. Thank you very much again once more for joining us. And I believe we're here today for a specific purpose. We're not for remember the lost ones, they hold on get in a salon, we don't die during the past years. with the brutal regime of the current presidents, Morgan and Salomon Julius Manabio, and some of the activities and atrocities the way them people don't suffer. Both civilians, non-political individuals, and also people who are involved in politics. It is not a crime to belong to a political party. It's also not a crime to have an opinion about whether you choose for support. Not everybody here supports APC, not everybody here supports SFPP. There are so many people here that I see that are not partisan, but they're here for one purpose, just because they want to come in solidarity of voting Black in the Park don't stand for the past 5 years. So for everybody where they are, so you're not just here for yourself, but you're here for the people that have lost loved ones, and you're also here to give them that support, that moral support where they don't ever don't get in a salon when they lost their loved ones. To bury your loved one is a closure. And some of these people have not really got a grave when they identify, say, I have to bury A, B, C, or D. But not just that, somebody said earlier on, not to 2 man they carry coffin. We don't even know whether those bodies were in those coffins because it hasn't been proven in any way, shape, or form. They were not criminals and they should not be. Even a criminal has a view, and a criminal is always being identified by their loved ones. And then they will say, yes, this can be person, I don't accept, say, don't die, they'll forget them. So they will not just sit down and will think, say, if it doesn't happen to us, I don't care. It will happen to you, somebody that you know, that knows somebody that knows somebody. So for everyone for being here, because in our support, it means a lot. If we think about the fear, if we are speaker say, oh yeah, but not to barbecue at the purpose. The purpose is to come to serve. When you represent automatic. You don't have anybody other than yourself. The way you feel is the reason why you are here. So I go to the next speaker, where I will say to the one for the gender balance. You don't get lioness with the targets a lot of women. No to man thing no more. I don't say England talk say, what's that the Limba one? Monday. Well, Monday na Limba one, but you just go for the Limba language and other languages there. So Sierra Leone is very blessed with different languages. And you can be proud of who you are, regardless. Someone will say, oh, you're not killing me. So what's that? You're here.
No, they see you. No, would they do that for if you
Hello, everybody.
someone
I just want to
someone
take this moment to stand up and have a moment silence for the people in the room.
Okay, what did he say, Doctor? What's this one? Why is coming?
Soul of the departed rest in peace. So this afternoon, I think we got for represent Slam, and I know say a lot of people in Slam. So Sierra Leone Advocacy Movement, and we stand for the voice to the people there. We're not be able to defend it. And we also stand on the side of justice, because happen now in society, we morally we all stand up and say, not in this should not happen. And until we get to that point, we can't continue to deteriorate.
A representative
So
of
we stand in solidarity with Black in the Park for this great venture where they don't take home. 5 years old. I remember the first time when they do during the COVID. I come all the way because at that time, angry with everything where they go on and we can't see. And as a result, I joined so many protests, and here I am today talking to people. I'm a very quiet and personal person, but I mean, there's nothing to make TV. So, of course, McKinney, Nadia Hale. So, my own brother and sister then, they killed them. And until we get justice, Islam will continue for work, for make sure, say, whatever government can, will continue for shout as loud as we can, for make all them people get their justice. And not just justice say, okay, we sorry, but now people like Papa, Mama,